audible and visible, my screen? Would you reply me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So this is day 4 from the Kotlin Bootcamp hands-on practice. I hope you already learned many more things from your past 3 days from Dr. Hiral Patel, and you enjoyed that sessions also. And I am expect also upcoming 3 days will be also learning something new that you don't believe it. And I will try to share my experience while this Kotlin program or Kotlin HTTP. And I also give some exercise after the sessions or in sessions. So I hope you are complete within a time or within a period. And this is difficult to take a sessions after a lunch, but I will try to make active participations from your sides. So first of all, I will give you a one exercise and try to write the name of that logo or the name of that company that I will going to show on your screen. Please write the name or name of logo in your chat window. This is the first logo. Can you write the name of that logo or company's name in your chat window, please? So dear students, this is real applications that will use or that was completely used by Gradle. That says Gradle is introducing Kotlin as a language for writing build script. Yes, Gradle is used for writing build script. Next, can you say me the name of this logo or something else? Can you say something regarding this logo? See here. Okay. So if I have a no answer, then no problem. The name of this logo is Corda, C-O-R-D-A. It's an open source distributed ledger platform that's supported by several banks, and it is entirely built on Kotlin language. This is entirely built on Kotlin language. Guess it. What is this? Can you guess the name of this logo? The green of head of elephant. Okay, so no problem. Evernote. The name of this application is called Evernote, E-V-R-N-O-T-E, and it is recently integrated Kotlin language through its Android client applications. Let me give you one new pictures for your guessing period. Can you guess this? Everybody should. That I already display at the left hand side corner. Is it the name of these pictures or name of this logo? Yes, I cut out from whole logo because of to guessing game, because of you have to active in this session. That's why. I hope you are understand. Coursera. This is the Android application that partially written in Kotlin. Yes, Coursera. It's one of the most leading education platform where people are learn and provide a number of sessions on it. So this is also applications that people and others are partially written all the applications through Kotlin. Can you guess these ones? The green leaf. The name of this green leaf is Spring, S-P-R-I-N-G. Spring, it's a special Kotlin language features to offer concise API. They will provide concise API. Yes, we will see what is API, what is concise, what is safe. They will see it, no problem. But take it time for these ones. Now, this is the last one logo from my side. Can you guess it? This is called Trello. This is called Trello. T-R-E-L-L-O. Trello. Android applications that totally developed and compiled and designed by Kotlin. So these are the highlights of the Kotlin applications. So we will expect that you are the participation of phase 2 because of we are also arranging or organizing the within the next 6 months the phase 2 Kotlin and Android. So for that purpose, I am here highlighting these applications, and that is definitely used by the people in Kotlin form. So 2 days we are welcome to all my learners in Kotlin Bootcamp, And this is C.D. Patel from MCA Department of Ganpat University. I hope you will enjoy these sessions. This is the activity 1 that I am going to share with you. Check your knowledge from last 3 days. Check your knowledge from last 3 days. I will share you to do this activity. Please, if you have mobile or desktop or laptop, kindly open the slido.com, and there is a one box. In the box, you have to type 779805. 779805. Kindly open any browser page where you have to type slido.com, slido.com, and type in the box 779805. I am going to run these ones. That's why. Are you ready? This is now. Okay. Okay, very good. Do not write here. No problem. This is your first questions. Please write the concept that you learned from past 3 days. Please write the concept name. Please write the concept name that you learn. Null pointer exceptions. Okay, good. Oops. आप पहले के 3 दिनों में जो सीखे हैं उसके बारे में कहना है. अब जो सीखने वाले हैं उसके बारे में नहीं कहना है. ओके, गुड. ऑपरेटर्स, looping statements, functions, variable declarations, Kotlin's index. Loops is most important from your all sides. So this is called word cloud. The facility that you are going to see here, that is called word cloud. The people who are more answer on particular words, that will be increased by self. So you can see here loop is very in a very large mode and Kotlin syntax is very small mode. Function is also near to a loops or same as the Kotlin syntax. Only 17 learners have answered the questions. I expecting from each and every one. You may write multiple answer also. Good. List is there. Typecasting is there. Array is also there. Good. Good. If else is also there. Break is also there. Good. Try to answer the questions. This is the good things to memorize yourself what you have learned from Dr. Hridhar Patel. And it is may help you in these sessions also, because of the basis on this concept you are going to write advanced concept. You are going to write advanced concept, and I am totally give you hands-on practice. I am not going to write any code from my end. I will give you the screen and you have to write by your end. I am just give you the code that you have to write by your end and take it, execute and run it. So this is my expectations. That's why I am going to say about, please write the concept that you have learned. Only 21 learners have answered. And in our screen, problem, it by mistakenly done the exercise or anything's on unaudible voice. So let me give you a next exercise for also. Please do it, the next exercise. Write any object-oriented concept. Please write any object-oriented concept that you know at your end. Please write class, inheritance, constructor, object, overloading. Constructor is going to large as compared to the class, virtual class, polymorphism. Good. I'm happy the answers from your sides. Because of these kinds of concept, we will try to covering within 3 days. Yes, abstract class, virtual class. Good, good. So people are most enthusiastic regarding to learn about these kinds of things. Yes, dynamic binding. Okay. Good things. Good things. So you are know very well something regarding to your object-oriented concept. I hope. Now I am giving you a small exercise of 5 questions before these sessions. And then after we will try to understand that each questions after these sessions. So I am going to test yourself, pre-test, and then after post-test. And this is the methodology that I am going to use to teach you. So please, if you want to write, you may write. Otherwise, I am going to skip these questions. Now, this is your quiz exercise. Please ready with this exercise. Please ready with this exercise. Join the quiz. Kindly join the quiz. If you are a new one, please open the slido.com and try to write this hash code that already written here, 779805 in any browser. You may write any browser. You may write any, or you can use any browser to open these slides. Slido.com and type 779805. There are only 20 people or 20 learners right now in this quiz. I expect number of people. There are only 24 people. I expecting up to 40 people, 41. Or if I am decrement myself, that means 39 people are in the our STTP Kotlin camp. Please join this quiz, because of this quiz may help you to understanding several of object-oriented concept. This quiz may help you object-oriented concept, and it is very powerful or very conceptual or key conceptual notes that I am going to share with this kind of quiz, through the kind of quiz. Please. Your first questions is, I hope you are everybody join, because of there are only 29 people. So a few of the people are not ready. Yeah. I am, please, this is a pre-test. I am not going to set this quiz to with our Kotlin observer or Kotlin camp observer or coordinator. This is for understanding purpose. Do not write anonymous. Please, my friend, do not write anonymous. Because of the anonymous may be a leader of these questions. So, आपको ये anonymous, please do not write this anonymous.
Sir, please check that I have.
The first questions. Within a 30 seconds, you have to answer these questions. Within a 30 seconds, you have to answer these questions. Only 5 questions, because of this is a pre-test before going to start these sessions. This is the pre-test. You may give as you like. It may be a true or it may be a false, but I will give you an exact answer also. So 93% people go through a true answer, while 7% students go through with false. So let me give you a next part, that is the answer is true. Because of in computer science, object can be a variable, data structure, functions, methods, or anything else. Through class, you can do it everything. Now next questions. Please do it. The next questions. So Diva Nitesh is going to first after the first questions. 1 from 5. Congratulations, Diva. I am going to share the next questions with you. Please do the answer or complete the answer within the 30 seconds. I am not going to waste your time. Only 30 seconds. Within a half of minute, you have to answer these questions. A class is extensible program code template for creating object, providing initial value for what? Yeah, that's the answer. As you see here, the percentage of value are different from top to bottoms. You may see here. Now I am going to show you the answer exact because of both. State and behavior are both characteristics that we'll expect from your class. State and behavior. Yes, this is the correct answer. Both. Now we will see the leaderboard. In leaderboard, who is this? Yes, Diva Nitesh is once again going to first. Let's begin the next sessions or next questions from your sides. Please answer the questions. Data abstractions means what? Kindly answer the questions. Data abstractions means what? It is going to hide, it is going to showing, it is going to none of this, or it is both of this. So 73 people have answered the questions in hiding, while others are number of percentage in other form. So this is your right answer because of abstractions always hiding something. Okay. The fourth questions from your sides. Yes, Divan is again going to lead this leaderboard. Now next, can you answer encapsulations? What is encapsulations? Or where we can apply encapsulations? Is it class? Is it functions? It is variable or all of this? So the people have answers. Class with 32%, function is 3, variable is 10, and all of these, that is 55%. Let me give you answer of this. This is correct because of encapsulation can be applied to a class, encapsulation can be applied to functions, or encapsulations can be applied to your variable also. Let us go ahead with the last questions, but before that, let me see who is on the leaderboard. Diva Nitesh is again going to lead this leaderboard. Now, this is your last questions from these sessions, and then after we will continue our sessions. Please select the language that is used for cross-platform, statistically typed, general purpose programming. And from this, definitely 100% you have to go through something options that already on your board or on your dashboard. I hope everybody should be right. Thank you. From past 3 days, we expect at least 3 characteristics that you know very well. That is cross-platform, statistically typed, and general purpose programming. I am happy with your last question answer with 100% result, and that's again true. And Diva Nitesh, congratulations from my side. Diva Nitesh is going to first from last 5 questions.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, definitely. So this is your pre-test from my end. Let me begin your today's slide with Kotlin overview. Can you say me? So it's a programming language. I'm not going to too much time on it. It is programming language. Again, developed by JetBrains, but some of the open source contributors are also contribute his or her expertise to develop the Kotlin language. JetBrains, it's one of the leading Java IDE, that means integrated development environment, and the name is IntelliJ IDEA. The name of IDE is IntelliJ IDEA. The IntelliJ IDEA, or we can say that IDE for Kotlin, launched in 2011 and released in 2016 as a first versions for Kotlin. Please concentrate these two numbers, launched in 2011 and released in 2016. So basis on that, I will give you questions. Can you answer these questions, please? In your chat window, in which year Google announced official support of Kotlin in Android? In which year Google announced official support of Kotlin in Android? So in May 2017, Google announced official support Kotlin on Android as a first class language. Please Keep a note of these questions. It may be help in your quiz. It may be help in your quiz of the last STTP day. Okay, so please keep in concentrate. In which year Google announced official support of Kotlin in Android? In May 2017. So, can I use Kotlin on the Android development? Give me answer, yes or no? No. The answer of this question is no. Please concentrate this answer. Kotlin is the most popular, but not only for Android applications. We can use Kotlin in Android applications, Java applications, Spring for Java web applications, as well as in a Node.js and JavaScript also. So these are the flavors where we can use the Kotlin. These are the different technology where we can apply our Kotlin knowledge. Yes, my dear learners, please keep in mind Kotlin is not only for Android development. So I hope, hello world, you already done it. First output, and you already done it successfully at your end. Yes, all the Kotlin functions start with main functions. Please keep concentrate these functions. All the Kotlin functions start with your main functions. Yes, I will give you an exact IDE to run it, and I will give you a code after the installation of IDE. Yes, I will give you a code one by one. Please wait for the moment. But the output of these main functions or hello world is like this. You may see here, the output is like this, hello world. When I am going to run these functions, the output is hello world. This is the way one. Please keep in mind, this is the way one. Simple with args and array strings. Now this is the another options. Don't worry about this, what is this, how it's going to work. We will see it one by one. But this is the another options. You may see here the syntax are different. You may see here. Println, hello world, it's same. But the syntax of these programs are different. You may see here. Number of, before that, number of curly brackets are 2. But in this program, there are number of curly brackets are more than 2. You may see here. There are 6 curly brackets. So based on that, your object code will be different. So using the hello world, which is display here, using the companion object, but output is the same. You may see here, hello world. The hello world output is the same. Please understand. The first thing is using args. Second thing is using companion object. First thing is using args, ARGS, and second thing that is using companion object. Let me give you a third options also. This is the same program, but the different things. You may use with the specific methods. You may go through with the specific programs. This is the same variations, yes, and the output is again same. So this is the third way where we are going to run hello world in our program. Yes, I will share each and every codes. Don't worry. I will give you each and every codes through my chat window or sharing documents. You may go through it, no problem. Now next, again using hello world, we are going to use object declarations technique. See here, object declaration techniques. This is called object declarations technique. Object declarations technique. Please concentrate the technique that I am going to share with you for hello world only. The first thing args, second thing, can you say something about what is second method?
Companion object.
Companion object.
Third things, variation of companion object. Fourth things, object declarations. Fourth thing, object declarations. Okay. So let me give you an output of this program. Same as, because of I am not going to run this program right now. We will run it after the installation of successful IDE. So again, the next method, varang, args. So this is again a program that will same as the name of things will be changed. You may see here, the name of things will be changed. Till now, you are going to use ARGS, but now it is used by VAR, ARG. Please understand. And the output is again same. So I hope you are understand these are the different methods that I am going to use to display several techniques. Please run successful program. Can you say something how we can compile and run the program? That already covered by Dr. Hiral Patel. So as we know, there are two different commands. The first is JavaC for the Java and Java for the Java files. Same as Kotlin C for Kotlin compile and Kotlin for run program. This part. Now, this is the reasons our Kotlin gone. Our Kotlins are now with us. Friendly syntax, conciseness, flexibility, and power. And these are the features. I'm not going to explain each and every because of time period. You may go through it. And if it is time, then I will explain. But the reason is, the most important reason is Kotlin nearly everywhere. If I am as a teacher or as a student or as a developer, I can say that Kotlin run on server, on cloud, on browser, on mobile device, and others also. Please understand this part. It may be asked in your MCQ or any other parts. Kotlin run on server, clouds, browser, mobile device also. So JVM. JVM is specially used to run your JVM bytecode, JVM bytecodes, and it is compiled through your Kotlin codes. You can use Kotlin practically anywhere. It is also used Java. Yes, you can use your Kotlin code along with Java code or Java code along with your Kotlin code. So it is a very, very interoperable from Kotlin to Java and Java to Kotlin. If time permits, I will show you the exact example within 3 days how we can call your Java code into Kotlin and Kotlin code into Java. Next is, as I already mentioned in the second slide, this is the first class support for Android. Kotlin is a first class support for the Android and fully supported in Android Studio. We are not going to install Android Studio, but right now for 3 days we are going to install IntelliJ IDE especially for Kotlin that maybe help you in a later on also. It is also work with JavaScript. Yes, it is also called just like a transpile. The code that is the word that is derived from two words, translate and compile. So we can say that that is called transpile, and it is 100% work with your JavaScript. A JavaScript, which is a powerful technology which is used at the client side as well as server side. Same as we can use Node.js and WebGL. Native API or native apps. Do you know what is native? Kotlin is also one thing that directly work with your native machines code. Yes, I will give you applications or example how the machines code exactly work with your Kotlins. So like this, your cross-platform language will help you to run your applications into iOS as well as Linux. These are the different features that we already covered. I'm not going to take a time on it, but how many tools are supported? Please understand this part. How many tools can support the Kotlin? Here I am giving you the answer. Kotlin can work with IntelliJ, Eclipse, Android Studio, and Dr. Hiral Patel already teach you or show you or experimental with you, that is command line interface. Please understand these options. It may be asked in your MCQ or quiz. Kotlin can work with IntelliJ, Eclipse, Android Studio, or CLI, command line interface. So now, the questions of Java developer always ask me while I'm taking a sessions on Kotlin. Yes, if Kotlin runs in JVM, then Kotlin seems like same as JVM, then why should I use Kotlin over Java? What is your answer? So here my answer is like this. Kotlin or Java is absolutely up to you. Kotlin or Java, that is up to you. However, you may use Java for the one of the most world's widely used programming language, but there are a few reasons Java might not always be best options. In that area, a Kotlin are more effective, extensible, and easy model language. Yes, we will compare Java as well as Kotlin throughout these sessions where it is working perfectly or where it is not going to perfectly work. So, have you installed JDK? If you do, skip these steps, no problem. Write a Java command in CMD. Okay, what we need, IntelliJ IDEA Community Editions, and it is a free integrated development environment, and it is also used for code. Right now I am going to run that step that I am going to follow each and every step. If you have IntelliJ IDEA, then there is no need to install, but if you haven't, please go through it. This is the step that I am going to follow each and every installation steps. So please click on it. It will be open, look like this area. It is open with this area. Please. I am going to copy and a Windows operating system. That means in my desktop, a Windows operating system. That means we will go through these parts. There are two editions. First is Ultimate Editions. Second is Community Editions. Ultimate Editions are only for the 30 days trial, because of it is required a license, where Community Editions, it's a free and open source. It's a free and open source, and it is used for JVM and Android development. And the comparisons of these both softwares are already mentioned in the screen. Please click on the download button, and it will start within a soon. I am not going to download, but it will start within a soon. Please do it. Yes, this is the screen that I am going to. Please go through it. I am going to, yes. Only a 6 minutes video, you can do it yourself. After the download, I am going to show you a steps. Yes, this is right now. क्या आप मेरे वीडियो देख रहे हो? क्या आपको ये वीडियो स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I am going to show you the steps after the download. The few steps are already skipped by me because of we already gone through it. After the download, what we have to do? Your download will be start here. Same as you expect. The download will be start, and it is required 616 MB. After the download, please click on show in folder, and it is look like this. After the download, it is display in your download area, and follow the steps. Right click on it and run as administrator. Run as administrator. It will ask a first welcome screen and welcome, and then just you have to do the next button. You may provide your destination folder, then press next button. It is asked about something, how many spaces are required. Please concentrate here. As per your operating system launcher or operating system, you may select 32-bit or 64-bit or number of association extensions. Yes, if you want to need a setting about path, then you have to set your right hand side, update path variable, that you already done manually in our past 3 days. Here you can set using just checkbox, See here the steps. As per my operating system, I am going to select 64-bit. You may check as per your need. This is your basis on your desktop, or this is on your operating system. You may select it like this. Here I am going to update my path variable. 64-bit launcher also. You may select different extension versions and just click on finished or next. There is no extra steps required, exceptions regarding to selections of extension. And it is going to finish within shoots. So I am going to skip the steps. Please do the same steps at your end. And it is ready to install. If it is possible, you may reboot your PC. I'm not going to reboot myself because this is the video. So finish these things. I hope you are going to, while you are going to install this IDE. So why we are used IntelliJ IDE as a community editions? Please remind me at the last day of this HTTP Kotlin, I will provide you license-based education software as a free of cost. Yes, I will give you IntelliJ IDEA education editions as a free of cost with the lifetime editions. Yes, please remind me on the last day. I will give a link also. So IntelliJ, it's a special IDE that will help you lots. It is easiest way to writing or running Kotlin. Yes, this is free from JetBrains. And people who are invented Kotlin, they are doing everything using this IDE. Everything's using IDE. So these are the features of Kotlin IDE. So what we have to do, please concentrate these steps. How we can create the project. Yes, while installations is going on, please concentrate these slides. The first step is you have to go through create a Kotlin project. Then second, you may add as you required number of functions to display something text. You are going to update functions and make it changes as per your requirement, and you may try to run these codes in REPL. REPL is also called Kotlin Interactive Shell. REPL is also called Kotlin Interactive Shell, just like your command line interface. Just like your command line interface. This is a special shell where you can run like your interactive shell. You just input, it will give the output. So based on that, we will learn these things. So first of all, we are going to create a first applications. For that, we have to go through a first part that is called create a new project. Yes, create a new project. It will help you to create a new project. Sometimes you have to understand these screens may be changed in your 2020.3 versions. This is your 2018.3 versions. Please understand these two parts. Here it's a 2018.3 versions. Let me open my IDE so you can understand. This is my IDE. You may see here. It is taking a time, but it will be open within soon. Yes, this is your IDE IntelliJ Community Editions 2020.3. So the menus or the options may be changed. Don't compare each and every snippet that already included in my slide as in your screen. So do not compare each and every step that will be same. Here I am going to say you each and every instructions one by one. Please wait for that. And this is your IntelliJ IDEA Community Editions 2020.3. This is your screen. Have you find the same screen? No. So click on New Project. Here it's a first button from these three existing buttons. I'm going to click New Project. Sometimes it is taking a time. Okay. Now it is available like this. Click on Java. Click on Kotlin JVM. Click on Kotlin JVM. Then press Next. Type the name of project. For example, right now I am going to app app1. This is my first application, so I am going to write app1 and click on finish button. So it is look like this. Create a new project. It will ask to join what kinds of application you can create. See here, you can go through a JVM, you can go through a Kotlin with JavaScript, you can create Kotlin with native, you can also create a Kotlin with JS client and JVM server, you can make applications Kotlin with multi-platform library. Yes, you can also create a Kotlin for mobile, Android or iOS applications, and you can also create a library. And these are the options that Kotlin provide you to create a project. But right now we are focusing with JVM and Kotlin. So here the first part is selected from my end, Kotlin and JVM. You have to give the name of that applications, just like as we already done, double AP, and your application part is finished. Have you completed these steps? So I'm going to close my project. If you are a newer, then please file, close project. So it will be closed. So I'm going to delete this project right now, remove from the recent. So please understand, when you are opening 2020.3 IDE, it is provide you the first screen like this. Please follow the steps. Just click on new project. It will ask lots of options. Don't go through it. You are the beginners. Don't click anywhere else. Don't click anywhere else. Just click on Java. Just click on Kotlin JVM and click on next. There is a project name. You have to provide project name like Hello World as you wish. You may type any name of your project, but it should be a valid. It should be a valid. Yes, IDE will check it all the kinds of rules and regulations because of it is very intelligent IDE. So right now I am going to type project name and just click on finish button. It will open this screen within a soon as per your configurations of PC, laptop or desktop. So it is look like this. Are you getting this screen? If it is yes, then please write created, build applications. We have completed these steps. Now let me click on these parts, how Kotlin project works. So everything that you are going to do, that will be in a left-hand side portions. Please understand this area. Everything's under the project folder. And that project folder cover lot of things. As you can see here in the screen, let me open my 2020.3 screens. That will be easy to understand. This is your, as you can see there, this is the project explorer where you can navigate several files and folders as per your project. IntelliJ IDEA will create several folder structure for you when you creating new project. You may see here, when you creating new project, it will create lots of folders and files. And it is a configurations file that IDE will use. Sometimes it is also used external library. You may see here JDK will be attached in the external library. You may see here in your screen also. But we are focusing only one part, that is called SRC. We are most focusing on first part, that is called SRC. Here we can hold or we can write our several source code. Yes, we are spending so much time in this folder. So this is a folder, but right now it is empty. We haven't any code in these parts. Yes, we will do it within a soon. But this is the part where your program will be stored. Your program will be used. Your program will be write. Have you got this? The file will be there. So let me give you a next part. So this is your folder that I already explained before. Why? Okay. So now we are ready to add a new functions. let us add a new functions. Let me go for a newing functions or main functions or like this. So there are a lots of options. You may add Kotlin functions, Kotlin files, Kotlin object, and so on. So for now, you have to go through for Kotlin file or Kotlin class. We are going to provide the name of file and the type of the file. Let me give you a steps from this area. Here I am going to click in SRC folder, right click on SRC folder, and it will display the menu behind your right click options. It is display new. From new, don't go through anywhere. I am going to click on file. I am going to click on file. Please select right click. This is the repetition step. New and click on file. It will ask like this. It will ask like this. And type hello.kt and press enter key. So it is display look like this, and your SRC folder now it is full with hello.kt. Now it is full with your hello.kt, and it is look like this. I hope you are following my steps. If it is following by you now, everybody knows that what we have to write. So please follow the steps again in my PPT. Right now, the file is created. Here is a app.kt, but in my code, that is the hello.kt. So there is no any change. The file name will be changed as per your requirement or as per your needs. So I am going to explain the main functions part. Do you need explanation of main functions, or can I skip it? So now you may see here, this is your code. Let me type that code in your Kotlin window. मैं यहाँ पे लिखने जा रहा हूँ. Please follow the steps. If you want, you may follow in your code also. This is your ARGS. Then column that already explained by Dr. Dhiral Patel in your previous 3 days. Just create a body. In body, you may write print or println to display Kotlin bootcamp. It is ready. Now it is ready. Have you write this code? Then let me explain how it is run it. So this is your output. As you can see here, the screen will be println and POW. That is the message that will print by your println using your standard output screen. Okay. So this is the difference between Kotlin 1.2 and Kotlin 1.3. Please understand these two parts, Kotlin 1.2 and Kotlin 1.3. Kotlin 1.3 follow the steps like command line argument using these ones, ARGS, args, colon, array, and string. While Kotlin 0.3, there is no need to provide command line argument facility. As you wish, if you want, you can. If you doesn't want, that it is optional. It is now optional. Please follow these things. We will run it without arguments and we will run it with argument in our programs. So how we can run it? This is your Kotlin screen where we are already write our code and we gone through it. We write also a println functions. And now my question is, please give me answer. Do I have add a main functions in every Kotlin file that I created? So we already add functions and let us run. How we can run it? Let me show you in your these screens. So there is options run. Please understand there is options run and there is another sub options under the main menu run. It will ask the name of file like this. You may see here hello.kt and here it's hello.kt. This is the same. Don't worry about these things and just click on it. It will taking a time to build and it will display your output and the bottom of area. In this area, it will display the output of bottom of area. Please see here. Right now it is building your applications. Do the same steps. Do the same steps. So now it is creating your daemon file. So every file required a daemon instance in a JVM, and JVM going to run your Kotlin file within a Shun. Yes, I will show you how the Kotlin file works through JVM. Behind the scenes, some of the techniques I will also show you. Yes, your output is here. अगर आपने उसको रन कर दिया है तो while the new parts of this area. So this is what is run command does. When you are going to click on run command, your run command will follow some couple of steps before going to display your actual output. And we are assuming that your code has no error. So compiling code create one or a more class file. It will create one or more class files. And it will run that class files code with JVM. And the code is look like this. The code is look like this. For example, your file name is app.kt. Your compiler will compile and make it into .class extensions, and the name will be merged with extension. See here, your app.kt will be merged into single file that is called app.kt, and extension will be class. Here it is called source file of Kotlin, or here it is a source file of JVM. We can say that source file of JVM because of these files is understood by Kotlin, JVM only. So your KT extension file will be compiled into .class files. I will show you where our app.kt file stored. Let me see in your window. Up, follow the steps. There is a one output folder. Open it, and you may see here hello.kt.class will be created for you after the run command. Let us understand steps 2. Steps 2 will start your JVM and run your app.kt.class files, and your output will be there. Yes. So this is okay. Let me show you one magic behind these steps. Please understand. Please understand. Are you on this IDE? Anybody can reply me? Are you on this IDE? Okay. Please understand. I am going to show you where the Java code will be stored. So please follow the steps. Right now, this is your hello.kt and your program is here. In a tool window, there is a Kotlin options. Under the Kotlin options, there is a show Kotlin bytecode. There is a option show Kotlin bytecode. Your bytecode will be displayed here. Your bytecode will be displayed here. You may see here the code. You may see here the code. This is your Kotlin bytecode. Let me show you once again. Don't worry. Let me show you once again. I already closed everything. Click on hello.kt. Then click on tools. Then Kotlin. Then show Kotlin bytecode. And click on it. Right now it is not going to display anything. So it will say no Kotlin source file is open. See here. The step is no Kotlin source file is open. So please double click on it. So it will generate for you. Is it completed from your end? Can anybody reply?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please see here the magic behind your code. Your code will be decompiled. Let me just click on these steps. Please click on these steps. Decompile. Click on these buttons. Decompile. Your code will be compiled into Java code. Your code will be compiled into Java code. See here, your exactly same things that will be created from your Kotlin to Java. If you are a developer under Java, you may go through it. There is no need to explain. Dekhiye, you may see here system.out.println, that is the variable stored with your Kotlin Bootcamp message, and just like that. So I am going to close these ones. Please close these ones and run it without arguments. Run it without arguments. So there is a special button on the first row. There is a special button on the first row. Just run it. Click on it and run Hello Kitty. It is also a second method or second way to run your program. You may close this also. There is no need to Kotlin bytecode right now. So it is run without argument. So are you able to run both programs? Create a new project and run this code right now and answer these questions in chat window. Please go ahead. If it is same, then it's congratulations from my end to your end. Let us do the next exercise. Kindly go through it. Kindly go through it. This exercise is for to understanding IDE features. I am not going to teach these parts that already explained by Dr. Kiral Patel. This is exercise for your understanding IDE features. So you may write your code for class as well as objects or for other things. That's why I'm going to give you such a small exercise to do complete within a shoots. This is not compulsory to everybody to write the code. I am expecting if any one of them kindly do the program, and it is help a lot because of it may be asked in your quiz also. So it is a good to weigh the answer the questions. This is your output. It may be a many more. So I am going to skip these programs. Please understand the answer. This is your answer. X isn't 20. CD Patel on strike. CD Patel on strike. So here. So these are the different features that are available under these programs. So now, so these are the programs that you have already updated and run it successfully at your end. So you are now ready to run a program for class, objects, and other things. So these are the different ways you may write your code in your program also. Yes, I will share the screens as well as share the code that already explained and written by me through this ID or through this HTTP. Yes, I will say, no problem. Kindly give me the answer. Can I switching between print and println, and what is the difference? Good answer. So I'm not. What do you mean by this? Curly bracket. What do you mean by curly bracket? What you can say that curly bracket? That is called block. That is called block. No problem. Go ahead. So this is your if block, and here is a else block. This is your simple conditions. If x is greater than y, then x is greater than y. Else your x is not greater than y. If you want to write this code as an expressions form, and this is the variety under the Kotlin program, and when you are going to write if as an expression, you must include else clause. Please understand these lines. When you are going to use if as an expression, you must include else clause, and it is look like this. Your println, if x greater than y, x is greater than y, else y is greater than y. As you can write, and this is your code. If the part is here, then else part must be here. Let me show you this program. Let me show you this program. Where x equal 10. If, sorry, print. If x greater than 3, then print x is less than 3. Sorry. and I'm going to close. See here. See here the error is. If must have both main and else branch if used as an expressions. So you have to write else part also. Else part also. Think. X is greater than 3. So your program may be run. Have you got the idea behind if else or if as an expressions? You may see here. I am not going to type each and every line, but you may got the idea what I am want to convey the code. This is your answers. Sorry, this is your extra bracket from my end. You may use print also, you may use without print. And if you want to run it, you can run it. So please understand these lines. When you use if as an expressions, you must include as else clause. Must include else clause like this, else and your message. Now, we already done that. Output is look like this. Now it is for your turn. Kindly complete this exercise and kindly complete this code that I am going to display here. This is your code and this is your hint. Please complete the code. And I want to display Abba Dabba do. Abba Dabba do. My output is Abba Dabba do. Kindly provide this output. Abba Dabba do. Take a print screen. Take a print screen and save it your own dashboard. Because of I'm going to move in the chat window. That's why it is not visible to you. Lazy speed. We have a lazy speed. So we are trying to complete this expected number of slides for today's sessions. So please take a screenshot and kindly complete this code later on. Please, this is my request to all my learners. Take a screenshot and complete these codes. And the output is like this. Your output is look like this. Abba Dabba do. You should complete like this. You have to complete the programs like this. Abba Dabba do. And these are the several help lines or help code. It may be adjust in this area. It may be adjust in this area and you may complete it. Okay. So let us keep. So now I am going to say you interactive cell, just like command line interface. So please follow the tools menu and there is a Kotlin REPL and type the code like this. Let me show you. The build window, tools window, and there is a Kotlin options and there is a Kotlin REPL. Here I am waiting for your following steps. Please do the same step. Click on tools window, click on Kotlin options and Kotlin REPL sub options. Just click on it. It will display your Kotlin in such a mode. See here, welcome to Kotlin version 1.4.0. So this is your screen. Let me run it. Just try to type as you wish. For example, I am going to type println. It is look like this, and I am going to type my name, CD Patel. Please understand the steps, and just click on these buttons, execute Kotlin Kai, and it will be run. When I am going to type anything like this, please follow the steps. Kotlin Chem. This is your screen. And there is a special button on the same line. There is a green signal button. You may see here, or you may use Control Enter. Press Control Enter. It will be run.
Okay.
Have you got the shortcut? So you may type anything and press Control Enter. you may type anything as per a correct syntax. I am not going to say you may type whatever you want, but it should be a valid syntax or structures of Kotlin, and you may get the output. Yes, you may type x equal 10 also. And if you want to print, you may print like this, or press Control Enter. Sorry, Control Enter. So it is incomplete code. What is the missing something? What I am missing something in this line?
Double quote.
Semicolon.
Okay,
Double.
very good. Thank you for your helping. I'm happy. Got your answers. Yeah, good. So why it is required double quotes? Could you tell me about these things? Why it is required double quotes?
Is considering string.
Yes, this is called string template. This is called string template. I will explain these points also. These features are explained by me within a few of slides. Okay, this is also called string template. So now let me explain next part. So I hope you are successfully done these points. Please give me the answer in your chat window through REPL. Please do the exercise in your REPL and answer these questions in chat window. Well, x equals 6, y equal 8, and println x greater than y, x else y. So this is your answer, 8. So I am skipping the time. Next, please understand the bullet points. From onwards, we will go through our next point. Bullet points. Functions is used to define functions. Fun is used to define functions. Every application needs functions name main. Every application needs a single functions name. कोई एक फाइल में होना चाहिए, because of it is going to start your applications. Double slash indicates single line comments. String, it's a string of character, or you can say that double quotes, a special symbol that will indicates a string. So you may enclosing your string with double quotes. This is called block, code block. Your curly bracket open and curly bracket close, or you may say that pair of curly bracket, also called code blocks. You may use assignment operator, that is called equal sign. Double equal, that is called equal operator. This is the difference between assignment and equal operator. Assignment and equal operator. Assignment operator is used to assign some value. Equal operator is used to compare. Where, VAR, where indicate value may be changed. Where indicate a variable value may change. Where indicate value will stay the same. That cannot be changed. Please understand the where and well. Where indicate value may change. Well indicate will not be or say the same. Now I am going to say about nullable property. I am not going to repeat, just say. Null means property is not initialized. Kotlin divide property into two forms. Nullable property, not nullable property. Here is the example. If I am going to provide nullable property, that means if null is assigned to the property should be marked with question mark symbol. That is called nullable property. The question mark should be there. This is the syntax of Kotlin. Please understand these lines. And if you want to not nullable, that means there is no need to any type of symbol. That is called not nullable. And this is the difference between nullable and not nullable. And this is the most powerful feature in Kotlin. And it is lot of options. And you may answer in my questions also, in the first questions through our slido.com. Okay. Now this is your file structure. Please understand file structure, because of from this onwards, you are going to learn class and objects. Your file is .kt. It may help or it may have package, import, class, property, functions, and commands. A file or KT file can have package, import, class, property, functions, and commands. Source file may start with package declarations. You may see here, In my program, there is a no any package declarations. I am not going to use any package declarations. That means it will use default package declarations. Yes, I will explain which are the default package declarations or which are the special file by default included in your source file. This is the example of your file structure. Please understand. This is your package. This is your import file. This is your class. Class will be created using class keyword. Well and where will be used to variable and value. This is also called variable. Fun will be used to create a functions. This is also called in Java methods. And a class which has variable as well as method. Please understand this structure. A file structure or Kotlin file structure may have a package, may have an import, may have a class, may have a variable, and may have a methods. So using these structures, we are going to elaborate more things also. Let me show you the first questions under this area. Is functions or property should a member of class? मुझे yes or no चाहिए chat window में. Steps. I will show you how these properties or how is a functions or property shouldn't a member of class. Let me show you. Please understand these parts. Please understand these parts. Is there any class of this program? Please unmute yourself and answer me. Is there any class in this program?
No.
Very good. So there is a no class. Please understand the steps. What I want to convey with you, please understand. There is a no class. Where in Java, class is mandatory. Otherwise, it will give you error. Is it correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So go ahead. Go ahead. I am going to explain the part also. In Kotlin, we can write property, variable, functions without class name. Without class name. It is called top level member. Please understand the part that I want to hear. I want to display or I want to show you. Please understand the part. Kotlin can write property, variable, functions without class is known as top level members. Top level members. But in Java, only class is a top level. In a Java, there is only class is a top level. Let me show you example. See here. See here. Please list out top level things from these figures. Can anybody tell me which are the top level things from this figure? Without class, or things which are displayed or things which are declared without class.
Variable, variable sum,
Variable sum, okay,
function calculation or carry sum,
okay,
and function main.
okay. So are you getting that I want to understand or that I want to convey from your end? Please understand these things I want to explain here. Now I am going to explain the new parts. Please reply the answer. Because Kotlin files also run on JVM, if files with properties and functions unwrap by class, can't it cause the error runtime? अभी मैंने उसको कुछ बताया था. Can you got idea behind these questions? Because Kotlin files also run on JVM, it is use JVM. Kotlin is also use the JVM. If the file with properties and functions unwrap that means the functions and properties that declare without class, can't it cause error while at runtime? I say no, there is a no problem. Yes, there is a no problem while you are going to run these programs. Let me show you. अब मैं उसका प्रोग्राम आपको बताने जा रहा हूँ. Write and test. I will give you a code also. Please Wait for the. See here. Please use that code and make it arrangement like this. Create a new file with .kt and copy and paste and remove unnecessary symbol from that code. Top level member. Here I am going to show you the class, few of the members that will be used in object-oriented concept, because of these are the basic concept that needs in object-oriented programming or object-oriented concept. That's why I am going to show you each and every parts of this part of object-oriented concept. Have you run it? Please
Yes.
reply. Okay. What is your output?
Sum output.
Okay. Now, please understand. This is the value with 10. This is your functions with some output. This is your class with some class. This is the value with the value data. The name is data. This is your functions under the sum class. Yeah. Are you audible? Hello? Are you
Yes,
audible?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So this is your sum functions, and this is your main functions that will start your sum functions. So it will go here and it will run some output. So what is the purpose of these ones? Let me show you. Let me show you. Please understand these parts. When I am going to run this program, your output is successful. No problem. There is no any issue at all. But what is top level member? It is look like this at your end? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is your output. Please go through in your output folder. Is there any two class or single class? Please check it out. If it is two, then write in chat window two file. The name of program demo.kt and other is some class. There are two files will be created. Demo.kt because of my file name is demo.kt and some class that will be created from here. You may see here. So there will be a two class file. So these some class that will be here. As you can see here in your PowerPoint. This some class will be here. And now, please decompile your code and try to check it out by your end. Can you do that? Decompile. Double click on sum.class file. Let me say, or let me show you any file that will be double click. It will be displayed like this. Decompile.class file bytecode version something will be displayed here. Have you got this? Please, anybody reply me. Have you got this? Okay. Go ahead. Let me go ahead. The next part that I want to display here. So demo.class file. Click on demo.kt.class file and it is look like this. Now compare. Please compare these both class. Please see here in some class.class. What is this? This is your class. Some constructor will be there. The public final value will be there and public final functions will be there. Is it same?
Yes.
Okay. Now compare demo.kt.class file. What are the members are here? You may see here public val data or something. Public functions main is there and public function sum is there. You may see here there is an integer, there is a unit and there is a unit. Can you say what is unit?
No written.
No written.
Void.
Okay. So please compare these both files. What is inside in your sum class.class and what is inside in demo.kt.class. This is the bytecode that will be used by your Kotlin files. Let me explain. So what is package? So package is a group of related class. And it is like a folder that name having .kt files. We can put it same kinds of class, same kinds of kt file into a single folder. For example, random functions, addition functions, subtraction functions, minus functions in math folder, and others will be other folders like this. So a package name can be renamed locally as upon importing. When you are going to import the package, you may rename it. Yes, I will show you at the end of these sessions how this package will be renamed with a different name. This is the features of Kotlin part. So we will discuss this. But right now, please do the demo. Import of top level. So please understand this part. Have you created demo.kt? Have you created demo.kt?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now create test.kt and try to add test.demo. This is your package name. This is your package name. Please write package test.demo and try to import these two lines. You may write these codes. Import test.sum class, import test.sum functions. Or is there any error? Let me know. Is there any error or it is going to work successfully? Would you reply me? Is there any error or it is going to work successfully? Your sum class or sum function should be in a test folder or test package. Is it required to my end to show you these things, or it is okay? This is called top level members importing facility. Top level members importing facility, because it is used in object oriented concept. When you need, you may import that members into existing file into new file. That's why I am going to display this import top level members facility. Top level import facility. Please reply me if it is. Please reply me. Is it displayed from IntelliJ IDEA? From your end, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So right now I am going to close my project. That is the existing one. And let me open my ready-made program so you can understand well. So there is no any program. So let me create a new one. So right now I am going to create new project, and the name of new project is demo 1 and finished. Let's see and create new program files. Right click, new Kotlin files, and name is demo.kt, and I am going to paste the code. Sorry, because of it is a come from PowerPoint. So I am going to change each and every line code and display here. Please understand and wait for that. It is not taking too much time. Just we have to remove VT. And I will show you the different features of the IDE through Specials interactive program. Right now, we are not going to understand other features. And this is your programs. So now it is okay. So here I am going to run this. Is there any error? Yes, there is an error. From class is there. This is finished. Okay. So see here, when there is a main function, your play button will be there. That means you can execute this area. So I'm just going to click on it and run demo.kt. Your program will be created. Your program output will be displayed with class file. Please understand the first part here. Your program file will be displayed. Your output is here. Please understand. Now I am going to create package name. Package. Camp. Please understand. My package name is Camp, and I am going to run once again. What will happen? See here at the left hand side area. Please see here the left hand side area. So in this area, there is a no change. But when you see in output, there is a change. You may see here, there is a camp folder, and under that camp folder, there is a to class. Have you got the idea, please? Okay. So please understand the part that I want to display here. Now I am going to display. Please understand, we already execute these ones. Now my question is, this way the file is created. You may see here the camp file is created and your two classes will be there. Now, if I want to see something inside your class, it is look like this. I'm not going to explain these two things. Now here, see here, package is the root of related class and so and so. But how we can access that package into here or other program? Let me show you that new created file. Please understand these parts. Let me show you in your Kotlin part. I am going to creating new source file. Please understand, create new Kotlin file, that is called file. Name is test.kt and enter. Your file is here like this. But I want to create a functions. Please understand, I am going to give you a hint how to write full lines of code. Control Shift Enter. Press Control Shift Enter. It will be right for you whole block of main functions. Is it completed? Control Shift Enter. Control Shift Enter. Let me show you once again. Fun. Then type main and Control Shift Enter. Press Control Shift Enter. It will be created for you whole block. Now, my important thing is I want to import the program. I want to import the program. I am going to import the name of package is camp and press dot. It will be available top level members. It will be available top level members. Here I am going to enter my sum class. Hence I am going to import. Once again I am going to type camp because of the name of package is camp and dot. I want to add some functions. So this is the functions that I'm going to import. Now, here I'm going to create an object of particular sum class. Let me show you. Please understand the part. VAL, that is the value. The name of object is object or obj equal. And here I'm going to type the name of class that's already mentioned at the top level. That is called sum and class. By default, it is always with constructor. By default, it is always work with constructor. And I'm going to run some function that is the top level member, some functions. So using these ones and using these ones, we can get the top level member. And let me run with the play button. See here, I am not going to write here package, but I am going to click on this particular run functions and it is going to run. Who is here? Okay. So now it is going to display some output here. So I hope you are understand the part of top level members. And this is the again part of object oriented concept. Here I already show you how we can create an object. Here I show you how to create a package. Here I show you how to import package, and this is the different concepts of our object-oriented facility or object-oriented programming. So let's begin the next part. So when we are not going to import anything in our program, by default, these are the package that available behind the scene. Yes, these are the package that is available behind the scenes. You may count it, and please write the number of default package number into your chat window. Please write and count.